yes, AFCON is over, and the conversation also came out when AFCON ended. So there won't be talks of distraction. The former captain and midfielder, coach of the Super Eagles, Sunday Oliseh, released a bombshell that's given or produced different reactions from people on social media. Let me just read through what he said. We are confusing talent with license. Victor Osimhen is world class, but talent is not a license to destroy team chemistry. When you publicly diminish your teammates, you break their spirit. You destroy the very confidence a team needs to survive a semi-final. He added that Lookman and everything. Continuing his statement, says statistically, Lookman was the most dangerous player in the tournament until the public verbal abuse broke his focus. You cannot expect a player to perform miracles on the pitch when he has been demoralized by his teammates. The conflict did its damage. We didn't just lose a game. We lost a psychological edge we needed to win. The interview is very long and everything, but this is the focus of the conversation. Let me adjust well and focus now on Pedro. Pedro, what's your take in all this? In his statement, do you agree with Oliseh on this particular thing? That because in reality, Lookman's performance dropped. But whether it's now that one, I don't know. But do you agree with Sunday Oliseh on this?
To a large extent, yes. Yes. Immediately that came out. I of course trust me to run through comments. You know, a lot of a lot of bashing here and there, back and forth. But they left every single matter of which he said. I even saw a comment that like you were not better or you had bad character.
They leave bread, they chop label.
So that was just the case. Like, look, let us actually go back to that competition.
The scenario, yeah.
And you'll see that it was actually not wrong. You know, on a platform where we belong, you know, I was of the opinion that if I were the manager, I would not play Osimhen in the following game. Whatever was the outcome, we'll handle the consequences. We'll deal with it, whether we win or we lose. But you would have laid down a marker. You would have just, you know. But now everybody has said, okay, we have gone behind it. Okay, we have put it behind us. Like, what do you put behind you? Someone will do it again, or this very same person will do it again. We will not say, okay, we'll put it behind us. Put what behind, if I may ask. So
let me read this part as well, based on what you said. You're putting things behind. He said that we are breeding a culture of entitlement where where the player is treated as a god and the nation is treated as an afterthought. Scoring goals for Nigeria doesn't give you the license to disrespect certified legends like Finidi George or Victor Osimhen. It doesn't give you the right to disrespect coaches or teammates. We respected the jersey. We realized that victory is temporary, but character is permanent. Dating back to his outburst, cursing Finidi George, and also when Osimhen told him sometimes some things are not necessarily focused on scoring, and he also hit at him. So bringing it to what you said about precedence is also key. Now it's hard for anyone to now come out and talk now.
Of course. In fact, now it is even now that some persons, you know, there are a lot of persons that have even forgotten the Pbopremiumsports issue. The thing is that Pbopremiumsports just did not decide just to leave things the way they are. He will not come and start, you know. He himself has also played football to the highest level. At least he played for Dortmund, played for Monaco. At least those were some elite clubs back in the day. Unlike this one,
Prince of Monaco.
Unlike this one that says he's a superstar or world class that plays in Turkey. You know, then
shots fired.
Then when our players then were actually trying to make inroads to Europe, they were playing in Belgium, Turkey, but haven't come of age. You know, we've had players that have won the Champions League, won the Europa League, and you know, done a lot of things in European football and top leagues. You don't now. Turkey now is like an afterthought now with the level of a presence. It's better off you play in a modest team in England or in Spain than say you are coming to Turkey, even if it is a top team in that division. In fact, you'll be better off playing in the top team in Portugal than Turkey, because even Portuguese teams, they do better than even Turkish teams. So now back to Oliseh. He has said it. In fact, for the fact that the Football Federation and the coaching crew, they did not deal with the Finidi situation at the time. we just let a cannon loose. It will just keep on like whatever it will just start firing on all directions. So this is the second one. Oh, this is even 2.0 now, 2.2 now, because if you put Ikpeba's own now, that is by the side, that is someplace else. We'll come back to it now when his cup has failed, so to say, and we've now accumulated all his sins in quote, because calling Victor Ikpeba Agbaya, that was one thing. Now the second one, I called Finidi. What was Finidi's grouse? Now Finidi's grouse with him was not that he did not extend him an invite. He invited you he gave you a call up. You are now giving excuses in quotes. Now Osimhen's reply was that, oh no, I was injured. I told the coach I did this. Why I would support, I was not there, but why I would support Finidi is his attitude towards invite. Every other person will come, you are like the second to the last person, if not the last person that was strolling. Sometimes even after the camp has opened and there's a deadline for all players to have reported, he's the one that will come last.
But he said he was injured.
Is he the medical department? At least the medical.
You know that story. The funny thing is, Finidi never said that thing.
Exactly.
What there were reports that I probably said in conversation off air. Finidi never came out to media like it was touted. That's why I said Finidi should have sued that crazy media blog, and I reported that thing. You know, it's a different thing when
he didn't come out.
Pedro, that guy
and say this is what he said.
So he never came out and said maybe on the radio or TV or something that the guy is rejected. He doesn't want to come back. We all have conversations we say things we know can never. And even if I get an exclusive gist, except it's something that there's probably evidence.
Yes.
For example, if they say, okay, BJ slaps Pedro, maybe we're having low-key conversation. I can discuss it with someone, he slap and true. But to not come out and report. So except I have a video evidence or audio or something,
back it up.
some things are not meant to come out. And you expect a player at Osimhen's elite level to know, but Nigerian players and team management is a different thing. But BJ, I know you are close to those people that are making those decisions at the top. What do you think about this? Because this Oliseh has got divided opinion. We don't care. I like the timing that he didn't want to disrupt it, so they won't say it's the cause. But what do you think about this Osimhen Oliseh statement?
I think I disagree with some of the things he said because again, it is one thing for you to be very aggressive in a manner that you want to get results, and it's another thing for you to say that he affected the other player and all that. After the game in the round of 16, Victor Lookman still performed against Algeria. We won that game. We kept a clean sheet.
No.
Yeah, he played well. You may say he didn't do well because of maybe he was blocked or something, or maybe he didn't have an assist or a goal, but he still performed well. I don't think it's because of that. I mean, what did Osimhen said in the end? He said it's a team sport.
No, I will not take that. That is a
no.
Why will we not forgive Osimhen? Why will not forgive Osimhen? I'll let you be. Why will not let Osimhen off the hook?
Yes.
We also his countenance after the final whistle. Come on.
Wait.
Both of us we do have spur of the moment.
That's what I'm trying to let you know. That it was the spur of the moment
that extended till two times.
So
that is
wait now.
Premeditated.
He said it's a team sport. Pass the ball, which is understandable. Is a right thing that almost every player in Europe also do.
After that, we're not saying that I should not have passed.
Wait, after that, I'll actually also blame Osimhen for not. I mean, whatever has happened on the pitch should end on the pitch and not extend it to the fact that you leaving your teammates when they were praying and you walked off saying that you want to go. I don't know if their report was true that he wants to go back to his club side and all of that. I understand the fact that in that moment, he needed to say something to his teammate, which is understandable. But stretching it and extending it to the fact that you leaving your teammates and saying you want to go back or you want to leave or you left the rest of your of the technical crew and your players and go back. You went back to the boss and
the first thing was he told the coach to sub him off.
Yes, that was totally wrong. You don't do that.
They're off like that.
You don't do that. And again, it goes back to what you said, which I also agree with. That when the issue of Victor Osimhen and Finidi George happened, the NFL they kept silent. They went cold. And they didn't even come out with a statement or saying that, okay, we've tried to resolve this or that. I mean, everything just went cold. Blatter.
That's why I want Rivers United to win the AFCON.
I mean, it is totally wrong.
So
If the NFF has not sorted that issue and make a very strict discipline that this thing should not happen again. And I mean, if they have come out and said that, okay, this thing is wrong and we've condemned it and they've also disciplined Osimhen in that moment, then this will not happen again. It won't work out of the team in Morocco. It won't. So I won't blame Osimhen in the end because, again, he didn't bring himself. There's a body that is working under. And if the body is just like
if they're pampering him.
Exactly. If you're pampering him, then this is what we continue. This thing will still happen again. A lot of people have criticized his attitude. I love his attitude on the pitch. I mean, he wants to win.
He's not the only one.
No, calm. His attitude to win, I love it. If we have had this kind of
win,
if we have this kind of attitude against Morocco, despite that poor officiating, maybe we saw the same poor officiating against Senegal. Look at the way the Senegalese players were bullying.
We were not good in that fixture. That has to be said.
It is one thing for you to.
It has to be mentioned that we were not. No, we are not. Where were we in that fixture?
Listen now.
Did we merit to win that fixture?
No, listen. I understand that we didn't play tactically.
Away from the officiating.
But sometimes players they put it upon themselves that we'll die here. We'll do our best. Whatever the officiating, look at the video that was going all around about Alex Iwobi. I mean, at some point he was tired of the officiating. He had to go down his knee and saying, what's going on here? But again, if you've got the mental for that's why a lot of time we say that you must have winners in your team. I don't think we have enough winners in our team. We don't even have leaders in our team.
You said enough winners. So what have they won? People that can't even qualify.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Prior to the 2019 Cup of Nations, we missed 2015 and 17.
That's what we are saying. Okay, now a lot of people are also saying that, and which I also agree with. I mean, these players also they don't want the black card from Nigerians. That's why they don't want to play the penalty. A lot of people have that idea. They have that notion as well because now you are playing top place. All of a sudden, all the fours are playing penalty. What happened against DR Congo?
Your coach said the best penalty takers play.
What happened against Morocco?
The better penalty takers play.
I mean this. It doesn't make sense. So his attitude on the pitch for Victor Osimhen, I love it. But off field issues or maybe you overreacting and all of that, I condemn it totally. Because every time everyone wants to give his best. We know where it came from. The growth and all of everything is an inspiration for him when he does the green white green jersey. It's not an inspiration for the rest of the reforming players. See, people we still talk about the money they get from their club side. I mean, so when you get those kind of money, where's the inspiration to play for? We see videos of Samuel Chukwueze talking about he wants to go and eat this and that. A player should not come. What's the meaning of that? It has to be an honor to you to don the green white green jersey and perform at the
now this is where I'll pick offense now. You see the way you mentioned Samuel Chukwueze that he wants to go and now you are saying that of Victor Osimhen and okay. Now you said something like
and the Chukwueze one is also off field.
It's off field now. It's still off field. I disagree with you.
Now you're saying it is you love Osimhen's desire on the pitch. Like, hello, is that not your job? Is that not your work?
Desire and mentality
yourself and myself.
We are not going to the World Cup.
Yourself and myself.
Yes.
We are both sportscasters in here in the biz. So you talking like this, as someone says, I love his passion. I like the way that is what you do. That is what puts food on your table. That is what provides my passion. That's what provides whatever it is you. No, so for the fact that a doctor does is whatever.
If you are saying this, why do you,
I don't see it as anything.
Wait, do you know that the game?
It is what I do.
Do you know that the game against Morocco, Alex Iwobi and Lookman ended that game after 120 minutes? Why did they not go out and play the penalty? Why is it that it was defenders that was playing penalties?
I'm not sure of Lookman, but I know Osimhen was subbed off later.
No, I'm not. Osimhen was not part of. I'm talking about Ademola Lookman and Alex Iwobi.
Yeah, like they say in penalty shootout is the players and the managers that arrange.
Okay. We are allotted 5. At least each team is allotted 5 kicks. Then before the sudden death of 5. Yes. Now Nigeria only played 4.
And
No,
again,
I think, I think
4.
Lookman was going to take the 15.
So this is the competition that ended just
actually,
today.
your big boys taking
Yeah.
that the first or the last. That's how it's arranged.
It's before now.
Till date, yeah.
It's not
every big boy that.
Sometimes the captain starts the penalty.
Sometimes your best
one of the
players
big
either
boys,
go first or last. It's a normal
sometimes
trend.
The forward. I mean,
We've had penalty. Forwards doesn't mean you are the best penalty taker.
No, that's what I'm saying. No.
In fact, when I was growing up, defenders go for penalty before forwards.
It means they don't train for penalties. It goes back to
Everybody.
It goes back to the last AFCON when it was AFCON.
Now,
Like, why is everyone taking all our penalties?
now you said maybe they didn't prepare. Now,
Yes, they didn't train for it then.
Moments ago we talked about Brahim Diaz. You said he will not start. Doesn't mean he's not a good enough attacker or a good enough forward because there's an Mbappe in front of him or there's a Gonzalo Garcia in front of him. All of them, they are doing the same job, but all of them, they train.
Yes.
But the coach knows that, okay, this one does it better, this next. That's why we have pecking order in quotes. Now, you're now saying, does it mean that why the forward does not play? Is it because they did not train or they did not train for penalties?
Or maybe pressure or something.
It could mean now that, the coach has seen and it's okay, these guys, they do it better than these ones.
So,
or probably he has probably shown it to put that, okay, I want to play, come forward.
yes.
I want to play, come forward. Signal your intention.
Oh.
So now we are not there now for you to now say to now ascertain. You can only just speculate.
Of course.
You can only speculate now.
You can speculate. But
So now what I'm trying to say is that please, all this thing about that thing pains me to the marrow when I hear that Osimhen Japan. This country has gone to the World Cup before. We've scored goals. We've done a lot of things.
So
those people don't have passion, or I don't know.
So the passion that
no, now please.
Wait now. If you are saying that the rest of these Super Eagles players have passion, and so what has the passion resulted?
I'm not saying they have passion or they have. I don't say they have passion. Don't attune to a player.
I said
because Jolly well bring it.
And mentality is different from others. That's what I'm saying on the pitch.
All he does on the pitch is just fight. By fight now in quotes, just.
What is this? Why do you say this?
No, I say
no. That is why it is not.
Fight and he won the title in Napoli. After how many years? Fight.
He's not the one that led it. Okay, why? Okay, now
he didn't let what?
No,
I thought
is it the standard person in that team?
Okay.
You had a Kim Min-jae in defense. You have a Vicha Kvaratskhelia also in attack. You also had other players too. You also had the captain too.
Guisa was there among the.
Thank
among
you.
Others,
that is even stretching
Zelensky.
it.
Do you have?
You also had Politano that has now switched to
all these
Inter.
qualities that you mentioned, do you have them in the Super Eagles?
You say qualities of who now?
No, the players.
We have Alex Iwobi, we have Calvin Ogelumba Bassi, we have Sheva. Come on. I know this conversation has gone on long, but at the end of everything, just like I said earlier, the essence is for our football to get better. Hopefully, both Osimhen, the teammates, the coach for now, Eric Chell, the NFF are learning. I hope everyone is watching. Hope everyone is thinking. Because by the next World Cup, many of these guys will be out of their peak. Do we have a plan? Or we are waiting till the Saudi Arabia World Cup in 1934? We'll get to find out soon.